Welcome to the Get Well With Me podcast. I'm your host, Adrienne of adrienneheart.com. I love you no matter what you eat, and our philosophy here is excellence, not perfection. Together, we explore the healing benefits of a mostly plant-based lifestyle while embracing the idea that happiness is homemade and our life is only as good as our mindset. Please subscribe to this channel on iTunes, Google Play, Castbox, YouTube, or your favorite listening app. So let's get into the episode. Hello, my friends. I hope everyone is getting well out there. I know I'm doing my best for my wellness and my self-care, and I hope that you are too. So I've not been perfect in any way. I don't want you guys to think that I always do the right thing, because I do not. And I sometimes eat and drink the wrong thing, and sometimes I don't go to bed early like I'm supposed to. I am not perfect, but I try to do the best that I can most of the time. So that seems like a pretty good strategy for getting well. So I hope that's what you guys are doing. Hope that you're doing the best that you can most of the time. And if you're not, I love you anyway. So I wanted to talk about this new kind of social anxiety that I don't want to be dramatic and be like, I'm suffering from it and use the word suffering. So I'm going to say I am experiencing a social anxiety. I feel like when I see people who I love, and particularly the little ones, I have this shame feeling like I'm rejecting them, that I can't hug them. And some of them are old enough to understand. I saw my niece today, and she's old enough to understand. She also feels awkward that we're not supposed to hug. And I truly don't even know if that's even true. I really don't even know that if we hugged people, if that's going to be what makes and breaks this whole thing. But because I don't know, I'm trying to do the right thing. And it's really hard. It's really hard. For instance, I have some nieces, they're not old enough to understand. And when I see them, I feel like I'm just flat out rejecting them. Like I'm withholding my affection from these precious children, and they don't know why. And even the ones that do know why, I'm still choosing to withhold my affection from them, and it doesn't feel right to me. The other thing is, I saw someone the other day, and we were at a distance, and we both had masks on, and I hadn't seen this person for a while. It's someone that I go to church with. And I said, hey, I said, hey, you can't see my smile under my mask. And I thought to myself, like, why did I say that? Because I was so happy to see someone that I miss. And my smile was so huge. The only way you could tell I was smiling under the mask was probably that my eyes were squinted. But it was like I wanted to share my smile, especially myself. I feel like my smile is a gift that I give to people everywhere I go. I smile and I say hello to mostly everybody. I like to acknowledge people. I like to be acknowledged. So the hugging thing is hitting me hard, and it's making me feel awkward. Like I don't know how to act. I get worried when now there's just for instance, I don't know what you guys are calling them, but we call it like a drive-by. Given way new meaning to drive-bys, but like a drive-by birthday party or a drive-by Mother's Day, or, and it's kind of like we honk the horn and we stay in our car, or maybe we get out and stand on the grass with a mask. It's just doesn't feel right. So I'm starting to get anxiety about even these drive-bys because I don't know how to act. And it's almost like hard to withhold my affections. And then the third thing that I really miss is handshakes. I mean, when I shake someone's hand, or they shake when I shake hands with a human being and I look them in the eye, I feel like that's all that I need to know about someone. You know, you can hear about someone, you could talk to someone. When you are present with an individual and your hands come together, it almost reminds me of like, okay, kind of a weird example, but have you ever seen ants, what they do, how they can't pass each other? They stop and they touch each other, every single one, every single time. If you haven't ever noticed that, watch it. It's pretty cool. I noticed it just yesterday because it's springtime now and they were trying to get into my kitchen and I took care of that pretty quickly. But I every time I kill the ants, I always am like, I'm sorry, little guy. And then I like squish them and I always feel like a little bit bad, but I'm like, this is my kitchen. I got to defend my kitchen, you know? So anyway, I noticed these little ants, they will not avoid each other. They will stop and connect with every single one and they will share information. And I feel like that's what we do when we shake hands. It's without saying anything, we're sharing information. You're getting somebody's energy. Are they confident? Are they honest? Are they looking you in the eye? Are they... What are they doing? And I get it. It's 2020. We're so hyper aware of germs. Some people say shaking hands will be a thing of the past. I really hope that that's not true. I really hope that we can get over ourselves at some point and realize that we're human beings and we're made to connect. So I don't mean for right now. I respect that there's a situation. I don't understand the situation, but I respect that there's a situation. I'm not saying that I want you guys to go and smile and hug and kiss and shake everyone's hand right now. But the thought process of we might not ever do that again, we might not shake hands again, that might become a social norm to not shake hands. I don't feel good about that. It makes me feel sad. I'm working through that, and I'm optimistic that human nature will prevail. It's what makes us human, is that personal touch. And I really miss hugs and handshakes and smiles. So I want you to imagine that I'm smiling at you, shaking your hand, and then hugging you. Okay? I love you guys a lot. Thank you so much for listening. Please share your feedback. I need to know how you're feeling about this. Like, is there anything that you can tell me that will make me feel better? Did me sharing my struggle of this social anxiety, fear of seeing people and not knowing how to act, and feeling like I'm shaming the people, my little people who I love, by not hugging and kissing them, maybe it helped you because maybe you're feeling the same way and you didn't even know what that was about. But I think we can get through this together by maybe making it less awkward by talking about it and encouraging each other. So if you have anything to say on this, I want to know about it. It would be really helpful for me if you'd comment on my social media with any comments that you have. That would actually help more people to see it, give the posts a little action. So I'd appreciate that. But if it's personal, you can always email me. It's age, AGE, at adriannehart.com. Okay, I love you guys. Bye. Before I go, I just want to say thank you for spending your time with me. As we change into a healthier version of ourselves, we can feel a sense of loss of our old identity, and fear that the people we surround ourselves with will reject us for changing. It can feel lonely and frustrating, like no one understands. When I started getting healthy, I wasn't getting much support from friends and family, so I started looking online. I came across so many radical, all or nothing approaches. I felt judged, alone, and even ashamed. If you can relate to this overwhelm, and you like the idea of striving for excellence, not perfection, then you have found a safe place with this podcast. If this message speaks to you, and you feel it could encourage someone you know, please share it with them. Remember to hit subscribe, and until next time, be well, because living healthy doesn't have to be hard, and we don't have to do it alone. I'll see you on the next one. In the meantime, shine brightly.